This is the quokka, and they've caused an internet sensation over the past few years with people desperate to get a selfie. Thanks in no small part to the happiest animal on the planet. This is Rottnest Island. It lies just off the coast of Perth in Western Australia and is famously home to the happiest animal on Earth. If you haven't already heard, let me explain. This is the quokka, and they've caused an internet sensation over the past few years with people desperate to get a selfie. Given there's believed to be between 8 and 12,000 on the island, and they're not what you'd call particularly shy, it's not hard to get the perfect shot. I've seen a few quokkas on my travels today, but for the most up-close views, I need to get back across the other side of the island. Darkness falls quick at this time of year, so no time to hang about. Quokkas were in fact the first mammal sighted in Australia by Europeans way back in 1658, when they were described as a wildcat. 40 years later, a Dutch sailor mistook them for rats and named the island Rottnest, which means rat nest. The word quokka itself probably originates from the local Noongar Aboriginal language. They call them quokka. The mainland wild population has virtually disappeared.
But here, they're able to thrive. There's no feral pests like fox and the cat on mainland, and the quokkas are everywhere.
Quokkas are generally nocturnal, especially during the summer months when they spend most of the day sleeping in the shade of bushes around town or in the dense vegetation across the island. The seeds, grasses, leaves and roots they eat are very low in nutrients, so to get around this, they swallow them whole, then regurgitate a cud, which they chew on to extract the most nutritious parts.
And people are told in their signs, don't feed the quokkas. So they're not necessarily in town because there's food around. But what they are here for is this tree above me. It's a fig tree, and the leaves are edible. When they drop to the ground, the quokkas eat them.
Breeding age comes about between 18 months and 2 years. Gestation takes 27 days, and newborns are 2.5 centimetres long. Quite big for a marsupial. Just one is born each season, and it will remain in its mother's pouch suckling continuously for the first 26 to 30 weeks. At around 6 months, the joey will start to come and go until it's too big for its mother's pouch. It will then stay by her side for another couple of months until it's fully weaned. The quokkas are an obvious main attraction to the island.
And what an experience for people to have. I mean, it's not every day you can go somewhere and have a little marsupial like this bounding around in the main streets of town.
But it comes at a cost. Human food is no good for quokkas. They get dehydrated and there's not the kind of nourishment they need from a biscuit or piece of cake. Despite them being so friendly, we need to respect they're wild animals. They're not supposed to be handled and they're certainly not supposed to be abused. Unfortunately, that's what can sometimes happen with an island dependent on tourism. I've enjoyed my time on Rottnest Island. It really does give a hint of what the rest of Australia should be like. I've still got some more critters to see tonight, but I'll be leaving here a happier man. Thanks in no small part to the happiest animal on the planet.